Well, it's been a long while, but here I am again on YouTube, Neil W. Schofield, aka Yuckadoo. And the reason I'm on this time is because of the current situation going on in Australia as we speak, even in this new year, new decade of 2020. I'd actually just been reading some news reports. The worst fires that Australia has ever seen in ages are happening down there now. Now, granted, I know this is old news, so I'm not the first to report on it. But something has occurred to me just now, and I want to share it with you. As I've been reading the reports, I've also noticed that at times there are apparently conflicting and false reports circulating about. And this concerns me a little bit because facts being what they are, they're easy to misconstrue. In other words, they're easy to mix up. Now, my wife and I have the good fortune to be in contact with people from New South Wales. And they're good friends of ours. And Dave and Marilyn, if you're watching this, good day and all the best to you. But my point really is this. If one wants to know the facts, one ought to check the source. Now, in this case, that means finding out straight from Australia, if you can, either by their local news networks or by actually talking to people down there. Now, as I said, my wife and I have the good fortune to do that. I know not everyone does. More's the pity. I think sometimes with the emphasis on being a global community, we often forget that in order to have that, we need to reach out to the rest of the world. We need to reach out to other people from other countries, other cultures, in order to find out what in the devil's really going on with things. And it's all too easy for us to bury ourselves in our smartphones and, pretend that our world is the world, which it's not, and ignore, generally, what's going on. But if that was true, how come that doesn't work for the people of Australia? And the answer is quite obvious, because they're right smack in the middle of it. Now, Australia, as you may or may not know, is a continent unto itself. A lot of people forget that most of the habitation of this continent lies along the coastal regions, with the interior being mostly uninhabited, desert, scrub. Now, if I'm wrong about any of this, please forgive me. I myself am checking the facts as best as I can. Really, when it comes down to it, folks, the people of Australia are suffering badly. Now, it's not going to just affect them. In the long run, it's going to affect a lot of the globe, a lot of this world we live on, as the smoke from these fires and the environmental impact of those fires goes beyond just the mere borders of this country. But I urge you, all of you watching this, and even if you haven't watched this, I urge you all, check your facts. Now, according to some reports, some people have been charged with starting these fires. And if that is the truth, I hope they get the just desserts that they get. I really do. Especially for the sake of that country where so many have already suffered, both human and animal, and plant. That country's being absolutely devastated by these fires. It doesn't help, of course, that they had one of the worst heat waves ever seen, but that's not their fault. That's just nature. As Steve Irwin would say, that's just nature's way. And right now, that doesn't seem very kind. Check your facts. Check your facts. If you have to talk to a direct Australian, or talk directly to an Australian, I guess is the way I should put it, then do it. Now, as I stated before, and I'll state again, not all of us have the luxury or the luck of being able to talk to someone from Australia. But do this. Find a way to do this. I mean, we have worldwide communications via internet, telephone, teletype, satellite, whatever, wireless. Reach out. Ask somebody directly from Australia, hey, if you don't mind, what's the situation going on down there right now? Now, this serves another important purpose, not just to serve inquiring minds that want to know, It reaches out to the people of Australia, lets them know, hey, you're not alone in this. You know, we're here for you. We're here with you. You're suffering, and we're going to suffer with you, in a sense of the word. You know, we feel for what's happening to you down there. I guess that's the way to put it. I've also heard, thankfully, that there are some people from other countries who have gone over to assist them in dousing these fires and getting them under control. And for the record, I personally myself would love to go over there and help out. Not just for the sake of the friends we have over there, but just for the sake of the entire country. It needs help right now. Now, having said that, I know there's probably a lot more that people could do, even in a small way. Myself, I'm trying to raise awareness. Sometimes even awareness by itself is good because it lets people know, hey, there's a problem here. There's something that needs to be addressed. There's something that needs help or needs dealing with. It's all too easy to shut it out and ignore it. Especially if you have the mindset that, oh, what can I do? I'm over here. Well, yes, you're over here. I'm over here in Canada. But it's not like there's anything I can't do. I can still raise awareness, and I can still speak, and I can still say, reach out to the Australian people. Let them know they're not alone. Let them know they have your support and your wishes and your prayers and your good thoughts, because they need it. Yes, they've gotten some rain over there. Yes, they've got people working over there to stop these fires. But scores of people have perished, and scores more of animals and plants. Australia is being slowly eaten away by these fires. And even though they are getting under control, it's going to take a lifetime to replace the damage, or more. This has got to be hard on those folks. This has got to be devastating to a lot of them, to come back and see the remains of their homes burnt to the ground. Nothing but ash. As anybody here who's lost a house due to a fire knows, that's not an easy feeling to just dismiss. Your entire lives are in those homes. Those homes are your lives at times. To see them gone so suddenly, after years of building them up, well, I guess I don't really have to elaborate on that, do I? Not if you've been there. So, the bottom line here, folks, if you're watching this, get your facts straight from the source. Find out from the Australians, your kin, yourself, directly, what's going on, and if possible, how you can be of help to them. Now, beyond that, I have nothing more to say. But thank you for listening.